So we talk about trading and technical criteria. Depends on your time frame. How long you want to hold the share for? Remember, the difference between an investor and a trader is the holding period. Okay, the time period. We have three different styles of trading. We talk about a position trader. This is more what I call an active investor. You're holding the share from a few months to a few years. Okay, but remember, it's not a buy and hold strategy. So you're still taking advantage of the cycles in the market. Some of you might be what we call swing traders. This we hold from a few days to a few weeks. Okay, and then some of you might be what they call day traders. You're holding the position intraday. You're too scared to hold a position overnight. This is more for the derivative traders, the index futures traders, or as the currency futures. Okay, swing traders, you can do it with equities, but obviously you need much more funds available to make it worthwhile because of the costs. So that's why derivatives trading, like single stock futures and CFDs, all those kind of things are more applicable to the swing trader. Okay. So your trading style will depend on quite a few things. Obviously, the risk capital, your account size. The more funds you've got, the more flexibility you've got, the amount of time. Okay, the more time you've got, then you must become a trader. The less time you have, then rather be an investor. And obviously, when it comes to trading and things like that, experience is very, very important. That's why it's always important to use a trading simulator to gain the confidence in your stock picking abilities, but also to test your trading style and your trading strategy. And I know that the JSC website has a facility where you can trade all those derivatives in a risk-free environment. Okay, so trading all comes down to also your personality. Not everybody's out to become a trader. You know, you lie in bed at night and you're worried about your money lying in your trading account, then trading's not for you. Okay, so it comes down to your risk tolerance. That's the relationship with that risk capital we're talking about just now. Okay. Again, if I had to use a magic wand, what kind of shares would I like to trade? I like to trade into the three criteria I like to buy into is that the share must be trending up. In other words, it must be in a bullish trend. And the criteria I use there is what I call cycle analysis. What cycle are we in? Primary cycle? Are we in a secondary cycle? Or, you know, are we in a long-term bull market, long-term bear market? Within those long-term primary cycles, on established, are we in a correction or a rally? And one of the easiest ways to pick that up is use tools like moving averages. I like to use a 50-day and a 200-day moving average to help me determine are we in a bull market or bear market. So obviously in a bull market, if you're trading derivatives, that'll help you more to establish a long position. If you're trading below the 200-day moving average, we're in a bear trend, and I should be more on the short side. But as from an equity point of view, obviously I want to be in a market that's trending up. Within that long-term cycle up, market still moves up and down. So we talk about overbought and oversold. Overbought at the top of the cycle, oversold at the bottom of the cycle. This is where you use various technical indicators now to help you in your timing, getting you as close to the bottom of the cycle as possible, and obviously getting you as close to the top of the cycle as possible. There are hundreds of different technical indicators. I like to use what they call a moving average convergence divergence, or more commonly known as MACD. Because it works well in both markets, in a trending market and a trading market. So that's an oscillator that helps me determine where we are on the cycle. I also like to look at things like volume, and because volume confirms price action, but also volume that leads price action. So I use things what I call on-balance volume and volume price trend to help me also confirm what's happening with the cycles. Okay. Now, what else I like to look at, I'm looking for shares that are very strong. In a trending market, I'm looking for shares that are outperforming relative to the average of the market. So the indicator I like to use here is what we call relative strength analysis, or it is dividing one data stream by another data stream. So as an example, I take SASL, and I divide that now relative to the JSE All Share Index. So I want to see the trend is up. So you'll see in the next graph here, we're using the Fashini group. Here's those two moving averages I was talking about just now. The red line, bring my little cursor, my spot line again. The red line is the 50-day moving average, and whereas the green is your 200-day moving average. So it's trading above the moving averages. That's why we're calling the long-term trend as bullish. Okay. This at the bottom is what they call MACD. It's an oscillator, moves above and below a zero line. When it's above the zero line, we call it overbought. So it's the top of the cycle. Okay. So overbought, demand has pushed the share price up, where you'll see in the next slide, anything below this, in this area is what we call oversold. So that would be the bottom of the cycle. That's the ideal time to have bought in. Okay, at the top of the cycle, not a good time to buy in. This graph also, by the way, it's highlighting what we call bearish divergence. The share price is making new highs, but the indicator is failing to confirm that. So it's a bit of an early warning. Watch out, the share will be changing direction soon. So you can anticipate some profit taking. Every single point on this graph is a buyer and a seller. Obviously, one of them is wrong, but you get to the point now there'll be more and more sellers coming to the market, taking the profits, and the share price will fall. So that's looking at the price of the Fishini group. This is looking at what they call volume price trend. This is a running total of volume and also bringing what they call percentage movement. So this is looking at volume accumulation. So there's a buying of the shares, and that's what's pushing the share price up. Okay, so we call that volume accumulation. You can see it's going to start to turn, and obviously as this comes back, you see this will start accelerating. And the bottom graph here is what we call relative strength. This is the Fishini group relative to the JC All Shares. So relative to all the markets, so we've had a bit of a downtrend. So that was where it's underperforming. That was going to stage it was outperforming. But of a sideways market at the moment. So this is what we call market performing. Okay, so you can anticipate it might be pulling back a bit, and we're going to a stage where we have a bit of market underperforming. I get excited when the market falls because it gives me a buying opportunity. Okay, so a bit of contrarian.